Welcome to the BONEWORKS ripping tutorial. Today, we're going to learn how to rip BONEWORKS from start to finish. First, we need to figure out where BONEWORKS is installed. For Steam, go to Steam, Library, find BONEWORKS, right-click, Manage, and browse local files. Open the BONEWORKS folder, and this is your BONEWORKS install. For Meta, go to the Meta app, Library, find BONEWORKS and click on the three dots. And then there will be a file path here. Go ahead and copy that file path. And then in your file explorer, paste in the address bar, and this is your BONEWORKS install. To rip BONEWORKS, we need to download UTinyBoner. Yes, that is the name of the program, but I renamed it to UTiny Advanced. To download, go to the link in the description, it is a Google Drive link, and go ahead and download the UTiny Advanced zip. When you go to download UTiny Advanced, you might notice it says scanning for malware, and that you have to manually allow the download. To do this, click on the download icon on the top right, click the arrow, and click download suspicious file. Don't worry, it's not suspicious. Once downloaded, go ahead and extract it. Go ahead and open the folder until you see a bunch of files. Go ahead and also open your BONEWORKS install on the left or right, doesn't matter. Now what you're going to do is go ahead and drag the BONEWORKS_data folder on top of the UTinyRipper CMD executable. After you do this, you might see it says Windows protected your PC. This is false, go ahead and click run it anyway, it's not malware. You'll notice a CMD window pops up. This is the UTiny Advanced CMD window. Watch the window as it makes progress on ripping BONEWORKS. Ripping BONEWORKS takes up to about an hour, so go ahead and give it some time. You might notice some things say fail to load, or some lines are yellow or red. Ignore those, it's not a problem. Once UTiny Advanced is done ripping BONEWORKS, it'll say general, finish with an X amount of successful exports and X amount of failed exports. This is good. After you see that line, go ahead and close the command prompt window. And now in your BONEWORKS root folder, you'll notice a new folder called ripped. Open this folder, open the folder called Global Game Managers, and inside you'll see Assets, Library, Packages. This is your ripped BONEWORKS project. Congratulations, you've now ripped BONEWORKS. It's time to open it in Unity. In Unity Hub, go to Installs, Install Editor, Archive, and click Visit the Download Archive. On this webpage, go to 2018 and scroll down until we find Unity 2018.4.10 F1. Go ahead and click on Install, and install the editor. It's time to open the project in Unity. Go to Add Project from Disk, navigate to your BONEWORKS install, open the RIP folder, and I personally like to rename the Global Game Managers to BONEWORKS RIP, or whatever you'd like to, just because the Global Game Managers folder, like the name, is what will appear in Unity Hub when you go to open the project. So again, I just like to call it BONEWORKS RIP, just for ease of navigation, and go ahead and click on Open. Opening the project will take around 45 minutes, however, my computer is pretty fast, so it might vary for you. Once the project is opened, you might notice that you have a couple errors in the console. This is normal. Simply go to the search bar in the project's window and search for Chronos. Go ahead and delete the folder named Chronos, and that's it. After you delete the folder named Chronos, you'll notice that there will be no compile errors. And congratulations, you've ripped BONEWORKS. So what can you do with this, you may ask? Well, you can take assets from any level you like, look at how certain things are set up, and so much more. It is worth noting that ripping BONEWORKS 1.6 might be very redundant extremely soon because of the imminent BONEWORKS Remaster. BONEWORKS Remaster will bring BONEWORKS onto Marrow 1.2 and the new Unity version, meaning you won't have to install a separate version of Unity just for old BONEWORKS to open in it. So if we want to take a look here, we can go into the prefabs folder, and we can see all the prefabs are here with all their original shaders. And yeah, we can go into NPC here, and we can see that once it loads, that the NPC has all of its scripts and settings, and all of the audio and data is there. And we can also go into scenes, so we can go into scene, we can go into Tuscany here, and we can see that we got Tuscany loaded up right here. It's got the original shaders. We can see the hollow wall. We can see the water here. It's got its shader right there, and it's all here. Now, you might notice that the lighting is very dark. This is because of the lab renderer that BONEWORKS uses. To get around this, go into the search on hierarchy, type T:valve camera. Go ahead and select all the objects using valve camera, and you can go ahead and disable them or enable them or delete them. This will fix lighting by completely disabling it and not rendering any shadows. This will allow you to see in very dark spots of the scene. You can still see though that lighting is kind of fucked up, as it's very dark over here but not over here, and unfortunately there is no way to fix this that I've found so far. You can go ahead and turn off scene lighting, but that doesn't make any difference. That's just how it is. Now let's talk about something I know all of you want to do. Take some assets from your BONEWORKS rip and put them in your BoneLab modding project. Unfortunately, due to the Unity version mismatch and the fact that BONEWORKS is almost 5 years old compared to BoneLab's newer version being around a year old, we can't just simply drag and drop prefabs, levels, whatever, into a new project. That just won't work. So to get around this, you must install Quick Asset Migrator. I've linked it in the description. What this tool does is essentially takes the old Unity assets GUID script references and converts them to new SDK references, which will let them work in a new project. To use Quick Asset Migrator, install the Unity package I've linked in the description, then head up to Tools, Quick Asset Migrator. In this window, click on Select Source Folder, and go ahead and navigate to your BONEWORKS RIP asset folder. Copy the path of this folder and go back to Unity, and go ahead and paste it in this window and select it as the target folder. Then in your BONEWORKS RIP, navigate to whatever asset you'd like to move over. The most common things to move over are seen in prefabs. For simplicity, I'm going to go ahead and migrate a prefab. So back here in the Quick Asset Migrator window, click on Add Assets, and then in this window you're going to select your prefab or Unity scene, and then when you're done, click on Open. Before clicking on Migrate, make sure you have Keep Scripts and Shaders off. We do not want to migrate these. When you're ready to migrate, click on Migrate. A command window will open up, and in Unity, a taskbar like loading will pop up here. Just wait for that to go away. Once it has gone away, go ahead and close the Quick Asset Migrator window. Navigate in your Assets folder to the Quick Asset Migrator folder, click on Conversion Output, and within this folder will be the asset that you migrated. You can go ahead and drag that into your scene, do whatever you like with it. Please note though that most of the time the shaders will not transfer over, so you must use your own supplementary shader, as I'm sure you probably know what to do because you're watching this video. So that is how you rip BONEWORKS. Before I close out the video, I'd like to thank Swipes for sending me his U-Tiny boner, as without it, I will not be able to make this tutorial. And I also like to give a thanks to Marinara, as he was the original developer of U-Tiny Boner. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, go ahead and voice them in the comments, or join Atlas LLC, my Discord server, to ask for help with one-on-one conversations with me or other people. Thanks for watching, and good luck ripping.